Hey there friends, welcome back to my channel, Mystic Magic. In today's pick a card reading, we are going to be taking a look at July 2022 predictions. I'm so excited. I have 4 piles prepared for you to choose from today. Over here on pile 1 we have this orange calcite. Here on pile 2 we have rose quartz. On pile number 3 we have Sunstone. And on pile number 4 we have black Moonstone. So feel free to pause the video if you need some more time figuring out which pile you're the most drawn towards. And then once you've chosen, you can scroll down to the description box or the pinned comment and skip ahead to your reading. A couple of quick disclaimers before we start. Tarot is just a tool that reads the current energy, and energy is always changing. So remember that you have free will and the power to create change. Keep in mind this is a general reading, so take the messages that resonate and leave the rest behind. Don't try to force all the messages to fit for you and your life. There could simply just be messages here that are meant for other people watching that just aren't meant for you. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and get started with pile number 1. Hey there, pile 1. If you chose the orange calcite, this is going to be a reading all about what to expect in the month of July 2022. So we're going to start off by taking a look at these oracle cards here, which are going to represent the main energy and overall theme for the month of July for you. And then using the tarot, we're going to take a look at different life areas. So we'll be taking a look at love, career and finances, and personal and spiritual development. And then we will take a look at some advice and final messages for you. So let's go on and see what is the main energy for the month of July. Okay, so we have fertility, number 27. The frequency of fertility invites us to be more open, more courageous, more creative, and more joyful than we were before. It activates the potential for something beautiful to grow from our consciousness into a new and grander expression of ourselves. We have the tiger with the fire element. We have purification. We have truth be told, number 14. And we have manifesting and doing, number 59. Wow, okay, group 1. The first thing that I'm noticing, there's a lot of first things that I'm noticing. But one thing that I'm really noticing is all of these like yellows and oranges we have going on. I think July is going to be highlighting your sacral and your solar plexus chakras, especially because we have fertility here, and of course the orange calcite also relates to the sacral chakra. So if you're not, you may be expecting an actual child or finding out that you're pregnant, or perhaps someone very close to you, or you could just be creating something, birthing something in the month of July. You could, like, if you're working on a project of some sort, or there's something that you've been working on for a while or thinking about for a while, I see it finally coming in for you in July. There's a lot of feminine energy here with the tiger, especially with this crescent moon that's on like this tiger's third eye space. So if you've been trying to manifest like a creative idea or a creative solution, like maybe a path forward, how you can have a new beginning for yourself, I see you starting to have a really honest conversation with yourself with truth be told here. And I see you really there's a very calm and stable energy here. And I feel like with truth be told in the tiger, you're really taking time to listen to your intuition. I feel like with purification, you've been doing a lot of purging and releasing, and now this is why you're able to bring in something new with fertility and manifesting and doing here. It's like you've released what's no longer serving you, what's no longer working for you, and now it's like you have the space for it. So imagine that you're going on a trip somewhere. This is what they're showing me. Imagine you're going on a trip somewhere and you have your suitcase and you open up your suitcase and your suitcase is already filled with a bunch of stuff. So you can't pack more things in it because it's already full. So it's like, well, you know, the stuff that's in here isn't going to be helpful for me when I go on my trip. Like, I'm going to the Bahamas. I don't need a snowsuit. I don't need, 10 books. I don't need to bring my winter jacket with me. It's like, that's what they're showing me. So it's like you've unpacked this suitcase, you've emptied this suitcase, gotten rid of what's not working and what you don't need. And now it's like you have this clean slate that you can call in something new that is actually working for you. So whatever you're working on, whatever you've been doing, keep doing it because it's working. You have a manifestation coming towards you. As more confirmation of this, we have the number 27 here on the fertility card, and that reduces to a 9, and 9s represent the end of a cycle. After 9, we have 10, of course, and 10 represents the end and the beginning. Because when we reduce 10, we get a 1, and 1s are all about new beginnings, right? So changes in the wind for you, and this is very exciting. This is definitely something you've been waiting on, something you've been very patient about. There's a lot of like creative energy. I don't know. Are you artists or something? Now I'm hearing Eye of the Tiger now. And with this sunflower right in the middle, even with this fertility card, it kind of looks like flowers here, right? But the sunflower is making me think of Leo energy. So maybe this will also be impacting you the most once we get into Leo season, which I have to put up on the screen when that starts. I know it's at the end of July. So maybe the 27th or the 14th of July could be significant dates for you. That's something that's catching my eye. But there's a lot of passion, a lot of creativity, a lot of excitement and enthusiasm. I think July, you're going to be having a lot of fun because you're really going to be open to it. You're going to be open to it. You're going to have the space for it. You're going to be taking action towards things that you find inspiring or doing things that are just fun. You're just going to be having fun. I feel like there's a very playful energy here. And I think that's also something that's helping you to bring this in, because while I do feel like you're focused on manifesting something, it doesn't feel like that really like fixated borderline obsession that we can sometimes get to when we're trying to manifest something, when we want something really bad. I feel like you sent your wishes out to the universe, you're taking the actions and the steps that you need to take, and you've surrendered. And it's like, in the meantime, I'm just going to carry on with my life. I'm going to keep doing, the things that I need to do. I'm going to keep having fun. And I know that this manifestation is coming in. What's really interesting is that these two cards here, I hope you can see because the lighting isn't so good. Okay. You've seen the manifesting and doing. There's these like sleeping eyes here. And the tiger also does, again, because we have this crescent moon, it's very connected to the moon and to the nighttime. So it's almost like maybe, like night owl. Maybe you're a night owl. Maybe you get really creative ideas at night, or that's when inspiration like really hits for you. But I also feel like maybe this could be, because I'm kind of hearing like overnight success or something. So it could be that whatever this is kind of happens overnight, and then you wake up finding out the news is something else that I'm getting. Oh, I just saw 10:10 on the timer too. That's like exactly what we were talking about. Endings and beginnings. Let's get into the tarot, and first we're going to start off by taking a look at love and relationships, which we have another tiger here. So tigers could be really significant animals. Maybe you were born in the year of the tiger. But let's see what's going on in love for you. So we have the Six of Cups. And we also have the Five of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, so this is interesting because the Six of Cups it's a very sweet energy. It's like, it's one of the cards that can represent soulmates. It also talks about nostalgia and like childhood and the past. And the Five of Pentacles is actually making me feel like there's some kind of change. Like it usually talks about lack, scarcity, not having what you need, but I'm not really feeling like that's the case. I'm seeing this more as like a change in your physical environment. So again, like literally some of you could be expecting a child, especially with the Six of Cups here. We have the crab on it, which makes me think of Cancer, and Cancer's ruled by the moon, like we were talking about earlier, and represents the mother, like it's maternal energy. So it could be that like you're literally expecting, and so there's physical changes happening. Or I'm even getting, for some of you, maybe you could be moving, like moving out of your childhood home or moving back to your childhood home or something like that, or moving back to somewhere where you've been before. Let's see. I have another deck here. We're gonna get clarity depending on what your relationship status is. So first we will find out for those of you who are single, and then we'll find out and pull a couple of cards for those of you who are in relationships. So let's see. Okay. Spirit, please, for pile one viewers who are single, what is happening in the month of July 2022 when it comes to love, please? Pile one viewers that are single. Ooh, we have the Two of Cups coming out. Okay, I love that. Let's see, let's get another card. Can we get one more card, please? Those of pile one viewers that are single, what is happening in love in July? Okay. We also have the Three of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles again. On the back of the deck, we have the Tower. Yeah, I feel like there's a really big shift happening. And we have the Knight of Cups underneath. Yeah. Knight of Wands, Page of Cups. Yeah. I feel like, yeah, it's like there's a really big unexpected shift or change that's happening, but it's a good change. It doesn't feel scary. It doesn't feel like, oh my God, everything's falling apart. It's like, if you're single, it's like someone new is entering your life. And with the Six of Cups and the Two of Cups here, this is like very strong kinship energy. Like, it's like two peas in a pod, two sides of the same coin. Like, you guys are, you're each other's equals. And I feel like you complement each other very well. I think there's a balance between having a lot of things in common, but then also almost being opposite in other regards, but it really helps to complement each other. So let's say like maybe one of you is more extroverted and like talkative and really good at talking to people, and the other person is a little bit more introverted, and so it balances out that way. Maybe one person is more emotional and the other person's more logical, and it balances out that way. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting, but it's like I feel like it's something that you've been wanting for a really long time with manifesting and doing here. And because we have the Five of Pentacles twice, you may feel like, you know, you've been alone for some time or missing this kind of like partnership or companionship. And I think it used to get you down before. Like maybe you would see the people around you and be like, why can't I have that? Like, when am I going to meet my person? But I feel like you've been working through that, and you've been really understanding like why you're in the situation you're in, and like recognizing that it's not a bad thing and that you will meet your person. It's just like there's other things that are happening for you first. So it's like, I feel now that you've kind of fully accepted this fact that, you know what, like I'm actually okay on my own. I'm gonna focus on filling up my own cup, and I know that at some point, you know, I'm gonna meet my person. And that's exactly what is leading you to this person. You guys are gonna make a really, really great team, and you're really gonna teach each other a lot. With the Three of Pentacles and the Tower here, you're really going to teach each other a lot. And this connection feels very electric. It feels very, like a very fun. It's just, it feels very fun. This person is going to make you feel like a kid again. I think you guys will have so much fun together. There's also like a silly kind of energy coming through. Like I'm hearing goofball. So I feel like the two of you together are just gonna be weirdos with each other, and I love that. It's like you're not embarrassed by each other if you're doing like silly things in public or something like that, is something that I'm getting here. Also, look at that in the Caduceus. We have the Lion here. So Leo season is feeling really significant. And like I was saying before with this overnight success, that's exactly what it is with the Tower. It's like one moment everything's fine, and then all of a sudden this lightning strikes, and it's like everything has changed. Everything is different. You may meet this person through work or through something you do as a career, or you could also be meeting them through a friend, like maybe through a friend's work, because I feel like you don't do the same thing for work. So it's not like you would meet like in your office or something like that, but it's like, I don't know, maybe like a complementing company, or like a company that does something different but that works with your company. And then it's like they come in to have a meeting like with your boss or something like that, and you meet that way. I don't know. I feel like you don't do the same thing for work, but that somehow your works are connected, or your career is connected in some way. I guess we'll find out more when we take a look at career and finances. We'll see if anything else comes through, but that's really what I'm seeing for you. I would say that this connection, you guys go through a lot together, but you get through it together as well. It's like, whether times are good or bad, you're standing next to each other, helping each other to get through it. It's like, it's literally like, for better, for worse, in sickness or in health, like, you're my person, I'm gonna stand by you, and we're gonna get through this together. Oh, I really love that. That's so sweet. Also, if it resonates, this person could be someone that you end up having children with, because we do have the Six of Cups here and fertility. So I'm not saying that this would happen like right away when you meet this person, but further down the line, if that's something that you do want, I see that happening for you. Okay. Oh, that's so exciting. Okay, so I'm going to put these cards back, and let's grab some clarity for those of you who are in a relationship. Okay, so Spirit, please, for Pal 1 viewers that are in a relationship, what is happening in love in the month of July 2022, please? Okay, so we have the Nine of Swords and the King of Swords. On the back of the deck, we have the Eight of Wands. There's a softening here. It's like, I think someone's really going to be opening up and sharing how they've been feeling lately with the King of Swords and the Nine of Swords here. So if you or your partner have been having a hard time with something, maybe you haven't opened up to them about this, or vice versa. Interesting. Okay, I'm also getting, maybe you guys are going to couples therapy with the Nine of Swords and the King of Swords here, or some kind of therapy together. This is interesting because the King of Swords is like very much opposite energy of the Six of Cups. The King of Swords is not sentimental. The King of Swords is not emotional. He's extremely logical, very stoic, quite stern, and like hard and brittle. That's why I feel like there's a bit of a softening. Yeah, it's kind of like this crab here. It's like a hard shell, but soft on the inside. And if you've been struggling with communication, or if communication has been feeling one-sided, I see that this is kind of like dislodging itself, is what I'm hearing with the Eight of Wands. And it's like, what I'm hearing is like, I've been dying to tell you this, or I've really been like, I've been wanting to tell you this. I don't know why I haven't said this. I don't know why we haven't talked about this. It could be this for some of you, what I feel like this could be is maybe something that started small, but because it wasn't talked about or something, or communicated, as time grew on, it just got bigger and bigger and bigger, to the point where it feels so overwhelming that now it's almost like I feel like I'm gonna burst. But there's definitely, you guys are going to be having an honest conversation, maybe about where you see this relationship going. Let's see, I want to actually grab another card for you. Spirit, what is happening for Pal 1 viewers who are in a relationship, in love, in the month of July 2022, please? What's going on here? So somebody could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, but you don't have to be. Ooh, that's a lot of cards. Okay, let's see. So guys, can you clarify what's going on here for Pal 1 viewers in a relationship? Okay, we have the Page of Pentacles. And we also have the Page of Swords. What are these? Okay, interesting. We also have, oh boy, I don't know how I can hold all these. We have the Ace of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and the Eight of Swords that also came out, but they didn't flip over. So I wanted to show them to you, but I'm not going to take these ones. The bottom of the deck, we have the High Priestess. Yeah, exactly. Someone has been holding back. Out of fear, out of anxiety, maybe somebody has a bit of trust issues, or just is worried about what their partner is going to say. Maybe they don't know what to expect. Yeah, look at that Knight of Swords. Okay, so with both pages coming through, Page of Pentacles, Page of Swords, and having the Knight of Swords here too, there's definitely going to be an open and honest conversation. There's a lot of potential within this relationship, and I think there's a lot of mutual respect. There's just something that someone has really been wanting to communicate that they haven't communicated yet, but it's going to happen. There's going to be an opportunity maybe where you guys will have some alone time, With the Five of Pentacles here, maybe you'll be like taking a little trip or something, like going back to someone's hometown, or like going back to visit your parents or your grandparents. Like I'm almost seeing, yeah, like a little road trip, or like going back to the family cottage, going back to the family beach house, like something like that. And like having this moment where you guys can honestly have a conversation with each other and be really open. And with the Queen of Pentacles here, it's like there's a lot of compassion, there's a lot of it's like both people are really interested in hearing what the other person has to say. Like this is not a conversation that has any animosity. It's just like, oh, I didn't know you were feeling that way. Like, can you explain that more to me so that I can understand better? And like, oh, I'm so sorry that you've been feeling this way and felt like you couldn't tell me. You know, thank you for telling me. Let's work through this together. You know, we're a team. And it's almost kind of like if things have been like tough and serious for you in your relationship, I see after having this conversation that things will feel a lot lighter and a lot less tense. Because the Six of Cups and these two pages, it's quite a playful energy. So I do see that coming for you on the other side of this conversation. It could have to do with having children, or it could have to do with maybe some kind of project that you're wanting to start, some kind of creative inspiration that you've had. With the Page of Pentacles, this could even be like, you know, if somebody has been thinking about changing their career because they're not happy at their job anymore, but like they don't know how their partner is gonna react to that. That's something else that I'm getting. So let's put these cards off to the side. I want to take a look at career and finances now, because it seems like that has already come up a couple times while we've been talking about love. So in terms of career and finances, we have Judgment, and we also have the Two of Wands. That's right. So both of these cards flipped over while I was preparing your pile, and immediately the first thing that I heard was review. So you could be reviewing your finances in July, maybe rebudgeting things, you know, keeping track of your expenses, keeping track of your income, keeping track of your investments, because the Two of Wands also does talk about planning. So you could be planning for the future, maybe so that you're in a position where you're feeling more financially secure in order to start your own family or start your own business or something like that. But what I see mostly with Judgment and the Two of Wands is just like getting your affairs in order. You could be like making an appointment at your bank. You could be maybe sitting down with your boss and being like, you know, I've been working here for X amount of years and I'd like to review my contract. Maybe there are some things that, you know, we can edit about that. So this could be like asking for a raise or asking for more benefits, or maybe more flex time, a different schedule, more vacation time, something like that. But it's like getting your affairs in order is the mostly what I'm getting here. This could even be if you work for yourself, you could be really reviewing and working on like your business plan, for example, or reviewing analytics, reviewing sales. Like I'm just seeing someone going through a bunch of documents, like making spreadsheets, making graphs, like going back through bank statements, looking at bills, like really just organizing things so that it's easier to maintain going forward. It's almost like something's coming up soon, so let's get this organized while we still have time, because later on we're not going to have time for it. And so with 20 and 2 here, these repeating twos talk about balance and harmony, duality, making decisions. So maybe, this could also even be, like maybe a contract is coming up to an end, and so you're needing to review it and make a decision on if you're going to renew it or if you're going to end it. So this could be about a work contract, a lease contract, like if you're renting a space, an office space, or if you're renting your home or something like that. Your contract could be coming up for renewal, so that's something that you'll have to decide about. And you could be seeking advice from a professional about it. And I'm also seeing this as like exploring your options as well. So I see you asking questions about like, well, what else is available? What are my other options? Like, is there anything else that's come up that maybe I'm not aware of, that even if I don't end up saying yes or taking this option, like I at least want to be aware of it so that I'm making a well-informed decision about what I'm doing here. Yeah, it's almost like you're going to be entering almost like a small crossroads in a sense. Not in a bad way where you feel like super stuck and like backed into a corner and like, oh, I don't know what to do here. It's coming from a much more empowered position of like, okay, here are my options, or like, here's the situation, and like, here's how I'm feeling about it, and here's the trajectory that I'm trying to go on, and like, how can we find the best combination of things so that I'm happy and satisfied and getting what I deserve, and it's something that's also going to sustain me going into the future. So let's see, I'm going to pull another card just to see if there's any more info that you need to know. But yeah, with Judgment here, it's like you're almost at the end of something. Kind of like what we were talking about with the number 27 on the fertility card. So let's see. Spirit guides, is there anything else Pile 1 needs to know about career and finances in the month of July 2022, please? It's like overall I see everything being stable, and most of the focus is just going into reviewing everything and making sure that it's like staying up to date and not just like sort of being on autopilot and just going down this road and then like years later kind of realizing that like, oh hey, I could have made a couple changes along the way that really would have benefited me. It's like you're staying really informed and really being proactive about being involved in this. So we have the Queen of Cups coming out and the Eight of Pentacles on the back of the deck. Yeah, so it's just like being really in tuned, paying attention to how things are making you feel. Like, are you happy at your job? Yes, you're making money, but how's it making you feel? Do you feel more stressed than you do fulfilled? It's like the eight of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups is very much like literally doing what you love. Working on something that you love, working on something that you get to use your creativity, working on something that you have a lot of fun doing. There's a lot of like fulfillment here. So it's almost like, yeah, just reviewing and making plans as to like, how can I incorporate more fulfillment into my career? How can I make money doing what I love is the main question that's coming through here. And you're definitely manifesting like that exact scenario of being able to do what you love and have it sustain you. So I see that's what you're really kind of working through in July. So let's take a look at these two cards here. This is going to represent your spiritual and personal development. So we have the Page of Pentacles, and we also have the Moon. Okay, so you may be a Pisces with the Moon, or a Cancer like we were talking about before, or a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus with the Page of Pentacles here. But do you see how they're both, that's interesting, they're both sleeping. They both have their eyes closed. So again, it's like we were talking about with this tiger, and when the High Priestess came out before. And we also just had the Queen of Cups, so it's like you're really tuning into your intuition, really tuning into how things make you feel and taking action towards those things. It's like reserving your energy and only taking action towards the things that you know are good for you, that you know make you feel good, that are sustainable, that are healthy. But there's some kind of new, like a new opportunity or a new path that you're going down. Maybe right now you can't see that because we do have the Moon here, but I feel like you're starting to move into this direction that's going to lead you to a lot of different opportunities. There's something like you have a lot of potential with something, and I feel like this is talking about specifically one thing. It's like, yes, of course you have a lot of potential in general, but I feel like it's like if you're going down the path this way, it's like without even noticing, you almost start going down this other path and exploring something new, and that little like detour has a lot of potential for you. But I see you really taking care of your like emotional health, your mental health, doing a lot of self-care. You could also be getting a lot of rest as well in July, especially if you're, you know, like out having a lot of fun, out doing a lot of stuff. You know, I'm just thinking about in the summertime, you know, when it's hot and you're like at the beach all day, or you go out with friends all day, and then you sleep so well at night because you're just so tired from being out in the sun, is something else that I'm getting. You may also, yeah, because I was talking about being a night owl. You may receive a lot of really great ideas at night or even in your dreams. Or you could even be starting to explore different psychic abilities, different psychic gifts that you have. Maybe that's something you've never done before, but that's something that's starting to open up for you in July. Let's see, Spirit guides, is there anything else pile 1 needs to know about their personal and spiritual development in July, please? Is there anything that I've missed or anything else they need to know? Okay. So we have... Okay, we have the Ten of Swords, the Devil, and the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, exactly. It's like on the back of the deck, the King of Cups. Yeah, exactly. It's like no longer feeling restricted, tied down, or restrained from pursuing something new, like going down a new path, learning something new, learning something from others. This could be about like maybe find a mentor, or something that starts off as a hobby that you feel really interested in and that you learn from other people, whereas in the past you may have felt scared or embarrassed to try doing something new, like maybe afraid of looking like a beginner or of not being super amazing or talented at it when you first start out. But it's like now you're at this point where it's just like feeling much more confident and secure in yourself, that it's like, no, I want to do this because I find it interesting and like actually really enjoy it, and I find it to be a lot of fun, so I'm just gonna go for it. It's like no longer feeling held back when it comes to doing something that you want to do. So If there's some new experience that you've been like waiting to go for, I see you starting to go for that in July. So let's start taking a look at some advice for you. We have balanced spirituality and practicality, full moon in Pisces. And we also have it's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. Yeah, wow, there's so many moons here. And a lot of water energy as well. More Pisces energy coming through. Now we have, Scorpio, and I mentioned Cancer too. So you could have strong water placements, but you don't have to. But exactly this full moon in Scorpio is like exactly what I was just saying, how we had the Devil and the Ten of Swords coming out, where it's just like, and this purification, yeah, it's like releasing all of these maybe fears or mindsets that have been holding you back, making you feel like you can't do certain things or that you wouldn't succeed at doing certain things. And you're being really encouraged to continue releasing this energy as it's coming up. And with balanced spirituality and practicality, it's like clearly there's a lot of creative energy, a lot of watery, intuitive, dreamy, creative energy. And the advice is to take those ideas and create a practical plan, like kind of like what we see with this Two of Wands of like, okay, this is a really cool, unique idea. How can I actually make this happen? And like writing out practical things that you can do. So if it's like, I want to sell paintings. Okay, well, this first step is to make the paintings. So tomorrow I'm going to go to the art store. I'm going to buy some canvas. I'm going to buy some brushes. I'm going to get some paint. And I'm going to start painting. And then once I have paintings, okay, maybe I can set up a website where I sell my paintings. You know what I mean? So it's like taking these ideas you have and literally making a step-by-step list of practical steps that you can take to actually manifest that and make it happen. Okay, these next two cards are going to represent some self-care ideas that will be really beneficial for you during the month of July. So we have journal number 29. Yeah, exactly. It's like writing these ideas down, writing out your thoughts, maybe dream journaling too, because we're talking about all of this nighttime energy, all of this sleeping imagery, writing out your thoughts, even writing out your plans for your finances, like your budgeting plans, creative ideas that you have, maybe a business plan. If you've been like stressed out about something or working through maybe some childhood things with the Six of Cups here as a way of like being more in tuned with yourself and your self-awareness and identifying like why you feel a certain way about something. Okay, and we also have clear your energy field. Yeah, exactly. We have purification and it's time to release negativity. So maybe use tools like sage or Palo Santo. You can use incense. You can use crystals. You can take a salt bath. You can use visualization. You can go earthing. There's a lot of different things that you can do to clear your energy. And it's interesting. We have a 10 here and this reduces to 11. A lot of ones. And we have manifesting and doing here. So it's actually a message that I'm getting is, so maybe you see repeating ones a lot, and repeating ones does talk about manifesting and, you know, taking the initiative, taking the lead on doing something, but it also talks about making sure that it's almost like being wary of your thoughts because of the fact that you're a strong manifester. So what I mean by that is if you're constantly worrying or if you're constantly doubting yourself or if you're constantly afraid that something's going to happen, it's like you might see repeating ones as like a sign from your guides or the universe, as to like, just to be careful, because if those are the vibrations that you're putting out, that's what you're going to receive back. And especially because you're a very strong manifester, it's like, just to be aware of that, so that you're actually manifesting what you want and not manifesting what you don't want. So our final cards here are going to represent any final messages, any blessings, challenges, or extra messages and things to know about the month of July. So we have flute, disappointment in a friend or a lover. We have finger, warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. We have casket, someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. Teardrops, great personal sorrow. Basket, recognition, reward for merit. Okay, we have the month of January. And we also have box, you will receive a gift. Okay, so what I'm getting with these first 4 cards here is, like, you know how we were talking about reviewing things, reviewing contracts, and things like that. I almost see you, I don't see this as like someone leaving you or like something being taken away from you. I see this as you being empowered and making the decision to leave something behind that maybe hasn't been serving you or hasn't been fulfilling you in the way that you need. So for example, this could be like, sorry, there was a motorcycle going by. So for example, this could be like, say you've been leasing out an office space and you don't really like it anymore. Maybe, I don't know, maybe the feng shui isn't great, or you don't really like the location, or it's just not the right vibe. You could be deciding to end the contract, end the lease, or not renew it, and instead go out and look for a different space. Or you could be deciding to leave a job and pursuing something new. So it's like, on one hand, you may feel sad about it or scared about it, but on the other hand, it's like there's a lot of abundance as well on the other side of this change. There could also be feelings of disappointment, like, oh, I really thought that, you know, this was going to be the place that I was going to stay at for a long time, or I really thought this had more potential than it did. I do see you being sad and maybe grieving a little bit, but at the same time, it's also like what's coming on the other side of that is really, really good and will make you very happy. There's some kind of gift. I'm not sure what this is. It could be from someone who was born in January. Maybe if you get into like a little argument with a friend or a loved one, they could be getting you a gift as part of their apology or something. Or this could just be literally the universe blessing you with your manifestation. We did see the Tower coming out before, so it's like a lot of times when we're manifesting something, especially if it's a really big change, it does require us to let go, right? With this purification, and we have all of these full moons. It's like, if you want to receive this gift, you have to let go of other things that aren't working for you anymore so that you can accept it, right? So that's everything that I'm seeing for you, Pile 1. Let me know in the comments how this resonated for you. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed watching, and hit the post notification bell so you never miss out on when I upload a video. I love you so, so much. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys. Hey, Pile 2, if you chose the Rose Quartz, this is going to be your reading all about what to expect in the month of July 2022. So we're going to start off by taking a look at these Oracle cards, which are going to represent the main energy and overall theme for the month of July. And then using the tarot, we're going to look at different life areas. So we'll be looking into love, career and finances, and personal and spiritual development. Then we're going to pull some advice for you and close the reading off with some final messages. So let's go ahead and take a look at what the overall energy is for you. Okay, so we have the third eye chakra. The frequency of the third eye chakra, the indigo flower of life, supports our intuition and our inner knowing, our imagination, and our psychic powers. We have the elk with the earth element. We have courage. We have blessed, number 22. And we have fearless expression, number 55. So pile 2, I'm finding a lot of interesting things coming through so far. So we have the third eye chakra being highlighted. We also have the throat chakra being highlighted here with fearless expression, as well as this group, you chose the rose quartz, which is connected to the heart chakra. So we have some of your upper chakras being highlighted, and then with this elk card, because it's connected to the earth element, and we also have all these like reds and oranges and yellows, it's really making me think of the lower chakras, which would be the root, the sacral, and the solar plexus chakras. And then funnily enough, antlers always make me think of almost like antennas for the divine. So it's almost like antlers act as these little antennas and pick up information and bring it down through the crown. So I'm seeing all of the chakras being highlighted for you in the month of July. And we have the number 22 here. So you may be seeing a lot of repeating 2s. Either you've been seeing them lately or you will be seeing them in the month of July. But repeating 2s talk about balance, harmony, partnerships, duality, and as well the angel number 22 or 222 is a number that carries the message that you are in alignment and you're on the right path. Okay, we also have another master number here. We have 55. 5s are all about change. It's very dynamic energy. It's very unstable and certain. So if you're going through any shifts right now, if there's kind of a lot that's going on, like we see here in this courage card, your guides are wanting you to be fearless and to know that on the other side of these changes are a lot of blessings, and that these changes that are happening are for your highest good. And you may not necessarily see that in the moment. You may only see like the chaos that's going on around you, but they're saying that after the fact, after the storm, I'm hearing, you will totally understand why that had to happen first. Now, when I say chaos or when I say after the storm, I don't even mean this in a negative sense of like all of these bad things are happening. It feels like very busy energy, like a lot of energies in the air. It's kind of like, you know, when there's going to be a thunderstorm, but it hasn't started raining yet. And, oh, I just saw 555 on the timer. Look at that. And you could just feel the energy in the air. Like it's just so palpable. It's like, that's what I'm feeling for you. And so there's already advice coming through of to really ground yourself during this time. You'll be receiving a lot of downloads and information, and grounding yourself and meditating as well is something that I'm getting, because in this blessed card, if you can see, it looks like she's praying or meditating or something. As well as with courage and fearless expression. In July, I see you really starting to speak up for yourself, whatever that means for you. So this could be standing up to people who maybe aren't treating you as well as you deserve to be treated. You could be speaking out on any injustices that you're seeing. You could be speaking on things that you're passionate about. I just see you really starting to open up more, and it's like you're really starting to come into your own, and there's this newfound sense of like strength and stability within yourself of like, I know who I am now and I know what I stand for, and it's time for me to start actually sharing that with the world. It's time for me to start showing people, you know, who I really am, and it's time to start sharing these messages that I have. Do you speak for your work? Is there like are you a writer, or do you speak? Like, do you give talks? Do you communicate with people a lot? Do you write or tell stories or something like that? Like journalist or something like that? Because I feel like there's some kind of, whatever you do for your work, even if you're an artist or something like that, or like an architect or a builder, it's like the ideas or it's like the creative ideas and inspirations that you get are directly channeled from source. And I feel like this is like your calling in life. It's like, I feel like that's an area of your life that you'll see a lot of blessings in. And I think maybe you're starting to recognize that and start applying that to your life. Interesting. Okay, why don't we just go ahead and start taking a look at the tarot now. We're going to start off by taking a look at love and relationships. So we have the Ace of Cups. Beautiful. And wow, we have the Knight of Cups. Okay. Wow. A lot of really, really romantic energy. This is like, it's like very sweet. It feels very honeymoon stage. It feels very like sweep you off your feet, very romantic, very charming. Very rose-colored glasses, but not in a bad way. Someone is definitely going to be approaching you with some kind of offer when it comes to love, whether you're single or in a relationship. We're going to be pulling extra cards for that depending on your relationship status. But first, I just want to see what the overall energy for love is for you. So the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Cups, I feel like there's a good balance between filling your own cup and really taking care of yourself and continuing to nurture this self-love. But I also see that someone is really going to be approaching you and offering something to you. There's a lot of love here, a lot of emotions. So let's see. First, let's take a look at if you're single. So Spirit, please, for pile number 2 viewers that are single, what is going on in love in the month of July 2022, please? For pile 2 viewers that are single, what is happening in love and relationships in the month of July, please? Okay, we have the King of Swords, which is interesting because that came out for the love portion for the previous group. Let's get another card. What's happening in love for pile 2 viewers that are single in the month of July, please, Spirit? What this King of Swords is making me feel like is, yeah, exactly. Okay, we also have the Four of Pentacles coming out. Okay, also the Fool was really wanting to show itself. And then we have the Six of Pentacles on the back of the deck. And you know, I can't help but notice I see the Nine of Cups peeking out too. So what I was going to say with this King of Swords, which is really confirmed with this Four of Pentacles, is that I actually feel like you're quite guarded. I feel like you're really, really cautious and discerning when it comes to love, when it comes to trusting people. this could be from past experiences. Maybe you've had people who have seemed nice and trustworthy at first, and then later down the line, you've come to find out that maybe they lied to you or betrayed you in some way. So you tend to keep your heart quite guarded, which is probably why we have the rose quartz here. And it's so interesting because this is very different energy to this Ace of Cups, Knight of Cups, where we just see this like overflowing of emotion, of like your heart just being wide open. So I feel like you're really gonna meet someone that changes a lot for you. I think this person's gonna be very genuine. They could be older than you with this King of Swords, or they could just be very mature for their age. I don't see this person playing games. I see them being really honest and having a lot of integrity, and really wanting to have a harmonious, balanced, and mutual connection with you. This is someone who wants to really give. And with the King of Swords and the fact that we have these scales here in the Six of Pentacles, they could be a Libra, but they don't have to. They could also be a Gemini, Aquarius, or Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But we also have the Nine of Cups coming out. So I feel like this person could make you really, really happy if you decide to kind of take their offer and like move down that path with them. So also with courage and fearless expression here, this could also be like maybe you haven't dated for a while, so it's almost like having the courage to get back on that saddle and put yourself out there again. And with fearless expression, I'm almost feeling like maybe you'll make the first move. Like maybe this person approaches you first, but maybe you'll take the first step to be like, you know, I would love to get to know you more. Like, what are you doing Saturday night? Maybe we can go get lunch or something like that. And just like really putting yourself out there. I would also say this person is very, very stable and grounded with the Elk and the Four of Pentacles here. It's like a very no bullshit type of person. That's what I get. A very no bullshit type of person, really mature, but also they do have a soft side because we see that they're very giving and very generous. I want to find out more. Let's grab another card. Spirit, what else can you tell us about this person? What else can you tell us about this person, please? For pile 2 viewers that are single and what's happening with love in July. Is there anything else? Oh, wow. We have the 10 of Cups. And we have the 3 of Cups. Hold on, we have the 3 of Cups on the back of the deck. Yeah, so this person has the potential to make you very happy, to make you feel very fulfilled. You might meet them through friends or at a party or a social gathering. You could also meet them. Oh, that's interesting. So this person may be new to your city or something like that. It could be that they recently either like moved to your city or moved into a certain neighborhood that maybe you frequent or something like that. But this person that's coming in has a lot of potential to make you really happy. That's so beautiful. Okay. Now, let's find out for those of you that are in a relationship. Let's give this a quick little shuffle. Okay. Okay, Spirit, for pile 2 viewers that are in a relationship, what is happening in love in the month of July 2022, please? For pile 2 viewers that are in a relationship. Okay. We have the Four of Pentacles coming out again. What else, please? Pile 2 viewers that are in a relationship. What is happening in love in the month of July, please? Okay. We also have the Seven of Cups. And underneath the deck, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So if you've been waiting for your partner to make a move, I see them really opening up again with the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Cups. There's a hesitation here. There's a hesitation here. I don't know if this is coming from you or your partner, but somebody feels a bit guarded or hesitant. So I don't know if maybe you've like gotten to an argument or had a disagreement about something, or maybe are just in one of those phases in your relationship where maybe there's been like some tension, or you're just not really seeing eye to eye, or maybe feeling a bit confused as to where you stand, where you're going, where is this relationship heading. I'm hearing it's like questions like that. And it's like someone has been holding off on either saying or doing something because they don't have that clarity yet. It's like they don't want to make a move until they know for sure that, I'm hearing like until they know what they're bringing to the table. And so they would rather like take their time to figure this out so that they can present you with something solid rather than maybe just telling you what you want to hear, but then not being able to follow through on it is something that I'm getting. I think they've been working through something, or maybe you've been working through something, and you're getting close to that point where you'll be more open or ready to either offer or receive something from your partner. Because under the Seven of Pentacles, we have the Knight of Swords, which can be very rash. He can be very impulsive sometimes. So it's like whether this is you or your partner, it's like that's not the energy you want to be in. You would rather be patient and cautious and take your time with things than rush into things and then it like falling through or not being something substantial. Because we also have the Ace of Pentacles underneath. So it's like their intention is to offer you something. Okay, we have 2 aces and the Knight of Cups here. Oh, look at that, and the Ten of Cups underneath. Right? This is just something that they don't want to rush into. So this could even be about maybe they're considering proposing, or you're considering proposing, or something like that. Maybe there's been some pressure about getting married or taking a relationship to the next level, or even moving in together, starting a family, like whatever that next step is for you. There's a lot of thought that's going into it, and they're being very, I will say there's a very well-rounded energy here. I don't think they're being too emotional. They're not being too logical, not being too practical. But it's like looking at things from all angles and trying to be realistic about things and really making sure that they can deliver on what they offer. Okay? So moving on to career and finances, we have the Seven of Pentacles again. Okay. And we also have the Three of Wands. It's interesting. I get that same kind of energy here where there's almost this hesitation. Oh, that's why we have the Courage card coming through. Okay. In July, you're really going to be met with a lot of different opportunities to step into your power and to be brave enough to take action towards the things that you really want. Because with the Seven of Pentacles and Three of Wands, this is like, okay, the visual that I'm getting is, okay, it's like, I don't know, it kind of looks like a desert, like maybe in Arizona or something, where it's just kind of like dusty and open, and there's like some cacti growing and things like that. And there's almost this like, there's a fence and there's a group of kids, and all of these kids go and they climb the fence, and then they get to the other side and they're all running. And then there's one kid that's standing on the first side of the fence, and they're hesitating. And it's like, on one hand, they want to climb this fence, join their friends, and like run and be free and have fun and like be adventurous and explore. But on the other hand, there's this hesitation of like, you know that feeling when you're gonna jump in the pool and you just like, you hesitate? That's what it feels like. So I don't know if you're wanting to make a bold move when it comes to your finances or careers, because the Three of Pentacles talks about stepping outside of the comfort zone. And so maybe that's something that you've started considering, because maybe the seeds that you've planted haven't grown or haven't been as fruitful as you wanted them to be. I just saw 2552 on the timer, so 2s and 5s are really, really significant for you. I would say July 2nd, 5th, and the 22nd would be significant to you, as well as the 6th of July. Because there's this energy with the Seven of Pentacles of like being really patient and like, you know, I'm showing up every day to water my seeds, and you know, I'm playing it very safe, and I don't know if that's serving me anymore. You know, I think I want to break out a bit and maybe do something different. So this could be like a complete career change, or this could be something like, I don't know, like selling your house and selling your stuff, and maybe being a digital nomad, or maybe you sell your house and you like move into a tiny home that's off the grid. It's like, I feel like there's something like drastically different that you're feeling called to do, but because it's so new, it's such a unique idea that you're kind of hesitating, and you're like, I don't know, like I feel called to do this, but isn't that a little crazy? Like that's what I'm hearing. Isn't that a little crazy? I want to see, let's see, Spirit, please. What is going on with career and finances for pile 2 in July? What is this about here with the Seven of Pentacles and Three of Wands? It's like you're looking to expand in a new way. So this could be like opening up a side business, finding multiple streams of income. I keep hearing refinancing. So maybe you're refinancing your home or your vehicle or something like that. Let's see. What's going on with career and finances for pile 2 in July, please, Spirit? Can you elaborate? Okay, so we have the Queen of Pentacles. Is there anything else? Yeah, this could be about working from home, starting your own business, being an entrepreneur. It's like taking matters into your own hands so that you're in control of your finances, you're in control of your career, wanting to be more independent, maybe being a freelance worker. Oh, okay. We also have the Three of Swords and the Six of Wands coming out with the Tower on the back. So yeah, I feel like you're really conflicted about something. It's like your head's saying one thing, your heart's saying another thing. And they're wanting you to, I'm hearing like be confident. So be confident in the decision that you make once you do make that decision. And if you really commit yourself to it, you will find a lot of success and a lot of recognition as well with the Six of Wands. It's like, yeah. Under the Tower, we also have the Two of Swords and the Nine of Swords. So it's like, this is something that you've probably been thinking a lot about. Maybe you've been losing sleep with the Nine of Swords, or just feeling conflicted, feeling confused. And it's like, I feel like you're ready for things to just be shaken up. It's like, the advice here is to go with what feels right, not to make a decision because you're afraid that, you know, you won't be successful or afraid that you won't find something better. They're saying tune into your intuition and do what feels right. This is I think July is going to be a very pivotal moment for you where it's like, I feel like you have been preparing for some time to get to this point, and it's like now you're at this point where you're being asked to take a leap of faith, to have a lot of courage, and to start taking action and doing things that you actually want to do. Maybe to no longer do, you know, what feels safe or what other people are doing, but to really have the courage to go after what you want. Because there's going to be a lot of success here with the Queen of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. I think it's more of, it's not a matter of if you're successful, because you will be successful. It's just a matter of kind of getting over these maybe mental blockages, or getting over that initial feeling of, you know, fear and insecurity when you leave your comfort zone. It can be very difficult and uncomfortable to do. But I'm also hearing it's a risk that you're willing to take. So I almost feel like, you've made up your mind, but you're still kind of hesitating a little bit. It's like you almost want someone, just to maybe validate how you're feeling, or confirm that how you're feeling, or confirm that it's safe for you to take that leap of faith. It's safe for you to really go after what you want. And this fearless expression card, it makes me think of this quote that I use a lot in my life that's really helped me. And the quote is, feel the fear, but do it anyways. Because we will feel fear, especially when we start to leave our comfort zone. And that's totally normal. Of course, it's going to happen. But you don't need to let fear hold you back. You can be afraid of something and acknowledge that you're feeling afraid, and still decide to do it anyways. Because I see you have a lot of courage. I know that you're a very brave person, and you have this, like I said earlier, it's like this strong sense of knowing who you are, that I think it's just about taking that first step. That first step is the hardest, but once you start doing that, it'll become a little bit easier and easier. I think this is just such a big shift for you that it makes you feel a little bit shaky in a way. But overall, I see your situation being very stable and approaching this period where it'll be very expansive, and that there's going to be a lot of growth and change happening. And I'm hearing enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride. That's what I'm hearing. So when it comes to personal and spiritual development, we have, okay. The Queen of Pentacles was very excited to come out again. There's a lot of synchronicities here, like repeating cards and things like that, repeating numbers. Okay, we also have the Chariot. Yes, exactly. Having the confidence to move forward, making that decision, and having the confidence to move forward. And I'm hearing like, I'm doing this for me. I'm doing this for me. This is something I'm doing for myself. It's like what I was saying before. It's like taking matters into your own hands with the Queen of Pentacles and being like, you know what? You know, like let's say you're working for somebody else, and it's like, you know, a lot of times we're made to feel that getting a job somewhere is the safe and secure thing to do. And it can offer us security, of course, but at the same time, it's like, you know, we're not in control. We could be fired. Something could happen with the economy. You know, this business can decide to do whatever it wants to do, and we're just going to have to deal with it. And so it's like, I feel like you're starting to recognize that the most secure that you could be is taking matters into your own hands and making your own decisions. And I feel like you're really starting to charge forward and really trust that, really trusting in your intuition, really trusting in these gut feelings that you have that are telling you when something is right or when something is not for you. And I really feel like you're going to be unstoppable. It's like this new... It's kind of like, you know, when a bear wakes up after hibernation and at first it's kind of, you know, confused and it's hungry and stuff. And it's just kind of like stumbling around until it acclimates to the fact that it's awake now and it's springtime. It's like once you get yourself back on your feet, it's like you're going to be unstoppable. You're going to be like this hungry bear that has woken up and is just going after things and is making things happen. And I would say also that you're being very divinely guided. So it's interesting because in this card, in the Chariot, we have a unicorn. And then in the Knight of Cups here, we have this like Pegasus creature. And I just find it interesting that these are two, like they're horses, but like mystical and magical horses. There's even, oh my God, there's even this tiny unicorn here on the Ace of Cups. It looks like a horse. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but it does have this horn coming out there. So we have unicorns and like this Pegasus. Yeah, there's something very like mystical and divine about what's happening here. It's like you're taking with the Seven of Pentacles, how I was saying, it's like you're nurturing these seeds, watering these seeds. It's like you're taking that to a whole new level with the Queen of Pentacles. Because the Seven of Pentacles, you know, it shows this guy who's just standing there. It's almost like watching the grass grow almost. It's just like trying to patiently wait there for things to happen. But the Queen of Pentacles is like boss energy. It's like she attracts what she needs. She grows what she needs. She's in control. She's stable. She's super secure, super abundant and wealthy. Ah, okay, yes. And so the Chariot is ruled by Cancer, and Cancer season happens in July. So that could be a very significant time for you. I don't know when it starts. I'll have to put it up on the screen. But maybe around Cancer season will be very significant. Okay, let's start taking a look at some advice for you. We have look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. Yeah. And we have don't let your past hold you back, South Node. Yeah. I think you're starting to recognize like, okay, so they're saying if you haven't recognized how much potential you have yet, that you need to start having a wider perspective. You need to start zooming out a bit more and seeing the situation from a bird's eye view. And it's like the farther up and up you go, it's like the more your view expands. And it's just like you're going to be starting to recognize that where you've been doesn't indicate where you're going. And that you're ready to explore with Sagittarius here. That's why I'm saying this Three of Wands. It's like, it's really been sticking out to me. It's like you're ready to break free. You're ready to do something different. You don't want the past to hold you back anymore. It's like you want to step into your future, step into your destiny, what you came here to do, what you've been longing to do, what you feel called to do, what you feel passionate about, what you feel inspired to take action on. And like this arrow here that we see on this card, okay, if things have been feeling a bit stuck, like we see with the Seven of Pentacles, it's because you're being drawn back and then you're going to be shot forward with a lot of momentum, like we have here with the Chariot, into a whole lot of blessings, okay? Because Sagittarius is also ruled by Jupiter, the planet of blessings and expansion, okay? So yes, it may be difficult to step out of your comfort zone. It may be really difficult to kind of dig deep and grab hold of this courage inside of you and start taking one step at a time, or start speaking out on things, speaking things into existence that you really want. For some of you, or maybe this is just for one person, I don't know. It feels like it feels quite specific, but for some of you, maybe you haven't been doing this because you're afraid of disappointing your father or a father figure. Maybe you've been holding back and kind of conforming to like their idea of what they want you to be, or you just don't want to disappoint them. But I'm hearing like you can never disappoint me, and like I just want to see you happy and like successful. And so if you're afraid of not having their support, I do see them being supportive. It may come to a shock. It may come as a shock to them at first. But I wouldn't let the initial reaction of anything hold you back. So that was a message that came through. But let's now take a look at these cards here, which are going to represent some self-care ideas that'll be really beneficial for you in the month of July. So we have meditate. Yeah, that's what I said with this blessed card. Yes, meditation. Exactly. Okay, let's just look at this other card first. We also have make an altar. Okay. Yeah, so I think you'll get a lot of clarity when you meditate. This could be how you kind of make that decision to start putting yourself out there more, to start making changes, receiving inspired ideas, inspired actions, maybe practical steps that you can start taking to move towards your dreams or move towards what makes you happy. If you don't have an altar, this is basically just a sacred space that you create where you can pray, where you can connect with your guides, where you can connect to source, the universe, God, whichever label resonates the most with you. And on your altar, you can put things like crystals, you can put photos, different tools, you can make offerings, different things like that. But I think the advice here is to really just have some kind of sacred space where you can have alone time, where you can really disconnect and just tune into the wisdom of your soul and meditate and connect with your higher power to receive guidance and clarity about how to move forward. Finally, let's take a look at these last cards. These are going to represent any blessings, challenges, or general final messages and things to know about the month of July. So we have hand, in need of help, assistance, and guidance. Yeah. We have bow, you are highly thought of. We have dragon, beware of self-delusion. Goldfish, increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. Yeah, exactly. Okay, we have lobster, financial pinch. Jug, lighthearted, carefree time. And we also have fair man, dealings or relationship with the man with blonde, gray, or white hair. Okay. So whenever I see this dragon card, it always makes me think of like, don't kid yourself. Like, you know, I often will picture someone who has a lot of self-doubt, like, oh, I can't do this, I won't be successful at this, I'm not good at that. And it's like, don't kid yourself, you're amazing. Don't let your fear make you feel like you're incapable of making change, or make you feel like you're incapable of having what you desire, or doing what you desire, or saying how you feel. And whatever financial hardships or any struggles that you've been facing lately, almost like what we're talking about with the Seven of Pentacles, like maybe things aren't growing how you would like them to grow. I love that we also have the goldfish here, increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. So I'm hearing like, don't stress. Like, you don't need to worry. You're being taken care of. You're not doing this alone. Okay, I see help coming in for you because a lot of people respect you and a lot of people care about you and they really want to help you. So this fair man here, like maybe this could be your father. Maybe your father ends up helping you, or it doesn't have to be a biological man. This could just be someone that has strong masculine energy. But somebody's going to be helping you get through this. And there's also a lot of fun coming for you in July that wants to be brought to your attention here with the Jug, lighthearted, carefree time. It's like, I keep hearing like, don't worry, be happy. It's like things are gonna work out fine. I just keep hearing, don't worry, be happy. So we'll end the reading off on that positive note. Let me know in the comments how this resonated for you. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed watching, and hit the post notification bell so you never miss out on when I upload a video. I love you so, so much. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys. Hey, Pile 3, if you chose the Sunstone, this is going to be a reading all about what to expect for the month of July 2022. So first we're going to take a look at these oracle cards. These are going to represent the main energy and overall theme for the month of July. And then using the tarot, we're going to take a look at different life areas. So we'll be taking a look at love, career and finances, and personal and spiritual development. Then we'll take a look at some advice for you and close the reading off with some final messages. So let's see what these oracle cards have to say. We have the root chakra, number 1. The frequency of the root chakra, the red flower of life, stimulates passion and supports our sense of security on this physical plane, both in our bodies as well as in the physical world. Okay, so you actually got 2 of these animal spirit cards. We have the oyster, and we also have, we have the cosmic egg. The cosmic egg is related to the crown chakra. Okay, we also have delight. We have not for you, number 6. And we also have rise, number 57. Okay, Pile 3, it looks like in the month of July, you're going to be closing the door on something that just hasn't been working for you anymore. And you're going to be pivoting and going off in a brand new direction, or have some kind of brand new beginning, a fresh start of some sort. I'm really focusing here on the cosmic egg and the oyster here. This cosmic egg card makes me think of the world in tarot. It makes me feel like you're wrapping up a cycle, completing something, closing the door on something. And the oyster, it talks about, you know, being closed, being kind of clammed up. So I feel like you're really walking away from something that just isn't working for you, that just isn't suited to you. And instead you're spreading your wings, you're flying, and you're really starting to now open up to new possibilities here with the root chakra. Because it is the first chakra, it does make me think of new beginnings. It makes me think of something that is just beginning to take root. And so in that sense, this is something that will have to be nurtured, but I do see a new beginning coming for you in July. Also, they're wanting me to be very clear that you are being so looked after. You're being very protected and you're very safe to not only close this one door that's not working, but to open this new door, to open this portal and welcome in these new beginnings. It's like this is literally like your guides and spirit surrounding you and keeping you close, keeping you safe, watching out for you, protecting you, okay? You are this beautiful, colorful little egg that is incubating right now, and you are being so looked after. I feel like this is something that's very divinely orchestrated, because like I said, this cosmic egg does talk about the 7th chakra. So again, it's like the beginning and the end. You could be going through a Kundalini awakening and realizing that maybe there's a lot of different areas of your life that just don't resonate with you, and you may be awakening to the fact that there's actually a lot more in store for you, or that there's a lot of different parts of yourself that you've actually been keeping hidden away that you want to bring into the light now. It's like you have something special. You have this like these pearls of wisdom, like talents and capabilities and gifts. You have things that you need to share with the world, and it's like I think you're starting to open up to that. And I see a lot of fun happening for you in the month of July with the Delight card, and I'm just looking at how colorful everything is. Like this colorful egg, we have this like bright red and like passion coming through with the root chakra. There's all these different colors here in the Rise card. So I just feel like you're gonna have a lot of fun. You may not commit yourself fully to anything yet once you close this door, but I think you're going to be really open to exploring different things, trying out different things, just rising to the occasion and seeing where things go, just like being open to where things go. I'm actually being called to read the Cosmic Egg out of the book, so I'm going to go grab that for you. Okay, so it says completion, harmony, the infinite within the finite. The Cosmic Egg is the final card in the Journey of the Animal Spirit deck, and it represents the unfolding of cosmic consciousness. This state emerges after we have tread the path for quite some time, and through self-effort and grace we experience self-realization. A sense of contentment and oneness spontaneously arises within us, and the veils of our self-limiting beliefs are lifted. When the essence of the cosmic egg has not been activated, we may feel as if we will never get there, or that we travel alone, disconnected from others. Even if our encounter with this card is brief, appearing as a momentary glimmer or a flash of interconnectedness, its potent energy stays with us. The cosmic egg is a remedy for the fragmentation of modern life. It's through the power of this card that we are reminded of the cosmic contract written at the beginning. We hold on to life, and life holds on to us. The journey is complete, but it does not end. And then it says here, the cosmic egg in the 7th chakra. The subtle essence of the cosmic egg resides at the crown chakra at the top of the head, called Sahasrara. I'm so sorry if I'm saying that wrong. One of the aims of yoga and meditation practice is to channel energy from the base of the spine, right, the root chakra, upward toward Sahasrara. Each of those 6 lower chakras plays an important role along this journey, and once the final epicenter of consciousness is activated, it is said to radiate the light of 1,000,000 suns. So you're definitely going through an awakening of some sort, and realizing like maybe the path that you're going down isn't one that you actually want, or isn't one that's actually fulfilling to you. And I see you like changing your mind about something, or just like I said earlier, just pivoting and taking root into something else. So let's start looking at the tarot. We're going to start off by taking a look at what's going on in love for you. Ooh, okay, so we have the Lovers. And we also have the Eight of Pentacles. Interesting. Some of you may be deciding to choose to focus on work rather than your relationship, or you may work with your partner. You may start like a business or start something together. If that doesn't resonate, I see this as you putting a lot of time and effort into your connections and into your love life. And I see you being really flexible and open about things too, because we do have this octopus. So it makes me feel like you'll be really adaptable, really flexible, quite mutable, because we also do have the Lovers card here, which is ruled by Gemini. So you and your partner could be having or you could be just having a significant conversation with someone about where you see things going, how things will work out going forward. Let's see. We're going to get clarity on depending on what your relationship status is. So first we'll take a look at if you're single, and then we will also pull cards to clarify if you're in a relationship, what is going on for you. Okay, so Spirit, please, for pile number 3 viewers that are single, please, what is going on in love in the month of July for pile 3 viewers that are single, please? Because there's this element of like being distracted. Okay, we have the Magician. Let's see what else. What's going on in love for pile 3 viewers who are single in the month of July, please? Okay, we also have the Ace of Swords. Okay, so we have 2 ones here. On the back of the deck, we have the King of Wands. Okay. Yes, you're definitely having clarity as well, because we do have the crown chakra here. We have this Ace of Swords, this King of Wands. It's like, I definitely feel like you're going to be getting a download, or like just this realization, this aha moment of, it's like all of a sudden you can see the path clearly ahead. It's like you know what the end goal is, and it's almost like you can see how you want to get there now. But you're definitely going to be having a conversation with someone with this Ace of Swords. So you could be approaching someone and letting them know how you feel. Because I really, with this Eight of Pentacles, like I can't help but think, or I can't help but feel that that you'll just be more focused on your career in July. Because I said this Lovers card is giving me this feeling of being distracted, because we see it's like he's looking down at her and she's looking up over here. And it's like they're reaching out to touch each other, but they're not touching. And this octopus can also makes me think sometimes of being really busy, someone who has their hands in a lot of different pots. So it could just be that you're really working on manifesting and creating your own perfect reality that makes sense for you. And it's like maybe right now you're just not focused on finding a person, or like going out into the dating scene. I see you really stepping into your power here. There's a lot of masculine energy with the Magician, the Ace of Swords, and the King of Wands. It's like you're really taking the lead here, and I just heard bossing up. So like maybe you've been casually seeing someone, or maybe someone asks you or wants to be more serious with you, but I almost feel like you're gonna tell them like, you know, I really appreciate, you know, you offering that, but right now I'm not actually looking for a connection, or I'm actually just really focused on working on my career, making changes in my career. What's going on here? What's going on here, Spirit? For pile 3 viewers that are single, what's going on with love in July? Okay, we also have the King of Cups. And we have the Queen of Wands on the back of the deck. Yeah, it's like you're really... I just heard, I'm a strong, independent woman who don't need no man. So, like, maybe... Okay, this could be... Maybe you're recently single. Maybe you were with someone and then just realized, like, hey, this is just not for me. Like, I actually see my life going in a different direction, and, like, I don't really see this working out. You could be having an honest conversation about that, and you're being really mature about it with the King of Cups and the Queen of Wands. It's like, you know, like, you're not here to play games. You're like, you know what, listen, this is actually really what I'm focused on right now, and you know, I'm just not looking to develop something further with you. You're really tuning into your intuition with the Queen of Wands, and maybe addressing any fears or any past experiences that may hold you back from forming connections with others. Because we do have the Black Cat here in the Queen of Wands, which can represent the shadow. So it could be that right now you just want to focus on building your career while maybe addressing issues that you have with either trust or intimacy, or any fears that you may have. But I don't see you feeling like fearful. Your energy feels quite empowered. And I think you're just really curious as to what you can create for yourself. And I also want to say, like, don't worry about feeling lonely. You're definitely surrounded in the spiritual and energetic sense by a lot of love, but I also feel like there's people around you too, like friends, family, and things like that, that you're going to be spending lots of time with, that are going to support you. I see people hyping you up, cheering you on, you know, really encouraging you that, you know, you don't need to have a partner in order to feel, you know, like complete or happy. I think you're taking matters into your own hands, and you're like, I'm going to create happiness for myself. I'm going to create success for myself. I'm going to create freedom for myself. And I'm not closing the door on love, but I just don't feel like right now is that time. I think whatever you're focusing on manifesting here with these triple ones is what's going to come in. And I do feel like it is more focused on your career. So Spirit, please. Oh, I just saw 2112 on the timer. For pile 3 viewers that are in a relationship, what is happening in love in the month of July, please? For pile 3 viewers who are in a relationship. I just heard taking the middle road or taking the middle ground. So it's making me think of temperance. But let's see. What is going on for pile... Okay, I don't think these are your cards. It's a lot of cards. Spirit, please. Pile 3 viewers in a relationship. What is happening in love in the month of July, please? Oh, okay. So we have the Knight of Swords. We also have the 10 of Wands. On the back of the deck, we have the Chariot. Yeah. You and your partner are definitely moving on from something, whether this is a tough cycle that you've been in, a difficult period that you've been in, or you could be choosing to just walk away from this relationship in general. with Not For You and this 10 of Wands, because we do see this person carrying all of these wands by themselves. So it's like, maybe you've been feeling like you've been doing the brunt of the work when it comes to maintaining this relationship, when it comes to keeping this relationship alive. And like, maybe, yeah, you've been putting a lot of effort and focus and energy into this, and it's almost like, well, why am I doing this by myself? And maybe you're realizing like, listen, this is just not gonna work for me anymore. I need someone who can carry their own weight. And so you could be having this really honest conversation with your partner, and then deciding to maybe separate or take a break, or just completely move on. Because both the Lovers and the Chariot can talk about making a decision. But if this isn't about a breakup, because I don't see that for everyone. I see that for a few of you. But I feel like, so if you're not breaking up, this could literally just be having a conversation about like, hey, I need more help, or like, hey, I really need you to contribute more to this, and being really honest. And with the Chariot, I also feel like being very direct, you know, like not beating around the bush, not trying to sugarcoat things, just being very honest, still being kind, but being very honest and being like, listen, like, we need to come together and find a way to fix this together as a team, as a unit. It can't just be one person carrying the weight all the time. There needs to be a give and take on both ends. It's almost like maybe one person runs when things start to get hard. And the Queen of Wands came up before, and I was talking about the shadow, and we also see the light and the shadow here in the Chariot. And the Lovers also does talk about this idea of duality. So there's a desire to bring harmony and balance back into this connection, and that's going to be done through an honest conversation. It's just the outcome will either be you walking away from each other, or finding a way to come together to work on things, and have both parties contributing fair and mutual energy and effort into this. Is there anything else, Spirit, that Pile 3 needs to know? Pile 3 viewers that are in a relationship, that they need to know about love in July, please. The 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, you know, I really do see a lot of you focusing on yourself, recognizing your self-worth, recognizing that you don't need a man, you don't need a woman to feel successful or to feel worthy. It's like you're worthy on your own. And whether or not a relationship ends or not, there's this newfound feeling of like respect for yourself, of recognizing your value, recognizing what you bring to the table, and just like wanting more for yourself, or wanting more for this connection. Because you have so much potential, and you're starting to see that about yourself. And it's like, I think you're really gonna be focused on that kind of energy, where it's like, you know, maybe even if we're having some issues in our relationship, like, I'm not gonna let that affect my self-worth. I'm not gonna let that affect my self-esteem. I'm not gonna let that get in the way of success and happiness coming to me in other parts of my life, like my career, or my money situation, my friends. You're really starting to value yourself more, and I really love that for you. Okay. Oops. So speaking of money and finances, let's take a look at those two cards next. So, oh wow, we have the Magician, but now we have it in reverse. And we also have the Five of Swords. So you may be taken advantage of, or being manipulated in some way. You know, this could look like a boss or a manager or like a supervisor or something that You know, it's like, oh, we're short staffed again. We need you to come in tomorrow, or we need you to do overtime, but maybe you don't get paid for it. Or maybe you're constantly having to come in on your days off and you're just working so much and it's just really draining you. This could also be about like shady coworkers or like a very competitive energy. They're showing me, like, have you watched Wolf of Wall Street? You know, all of those scenes where like all of those financial people are at their desks like on the phone working, and they're like, everyone is so stressed out and it's like really competitive and like really aggressive and things like that, and like obviously what they're doing is kind of shady. It's like that's what they're showing me, because the Magician in reverse is this kind of like trickster energy, and the Five of Swords is not pleasant either. This is like a win or lose kind of mentality. Maybe words were had, or maybe just feeling disempowered to leave a situation. Let's see, we're definitely going to pull more clarifiers for this. Spirit, what is going on with career and finances in July for pile 3? What's going on with the Magician reverse and the Five of Swords? Yeah, just like, it's kind of like a toxic work environment is what I'm getting. And that's what you could be as well walking away from. And you're like, you know what? Enough is enough. Like, I don't need this shit. I don't need this kind of energy. Like, I don't want to be around this. You know, like I want to be in this lighthearted energy. I want to feel delighted. I want to be happy to go to work. I want to feel inspired to work. I don't want to wake up and my initial thought when my alarm goes off is just, ugh, I don't want to go to work today. Like, no one should have to feel like that. Let's see, Spirit, what is happening here with the Magician reverse and the Five of Swords for pile 3 and career and finances in July, please? Oh my God, that's a lot of cards that just flew out. What are we doing here? Okay, we're going to take the ones that are showing themselves. So we have Strength. We have the Emperor. We have the Ace of Cups. The Seven of Wands was hiding under the Ace of Cups, but I'm not going to take it. Okay, and then we also have, oh my goodness, the Empress, the Star, and the Page of Swords. Okay, so this is a lot of cards, but let's just go with it. We have Justice underneath the deck. Yeah. You deserve better. And wow, look at, we have, these are all major arcana, and then we have an ace and a page. Yeah. Okay, I'm feeling like, okay. So let me put these so you can actually see them. What I'm getting from this is you've been hella frustrated. You've been trying so hard to stay patient, and it's like it's the feeling of like this has gone on for way too long, and it's like I feel like every day it's like you use all of your energy to just get through the situation. And it's like I keep hearing like I've been waiting, like I've been patient, like I just can't anymore. And I see you really stepping into your into your power here with the I see you really stepping into your power here with the Emperor. And it's like putting your foot down and saying enough is enough. And I see you starting to communicate that. It's like literally everything changes the moment that you say to yourself, I'm done with this, or I don't deserve this, or I deserve better. And that's what you're going to start doing. You're going to start saying like, I don't deserve to be in this kind of environment. I don't deserve to be in these situations that do nothing for me, and I'm not stuck. I'm not being forced to stay here. I have other options. And with the Empress, the Ace of Cups, and the Star here, I see you really going on this journey of healing from these experiences, but also nurturing these new seeds that you have. There's like a really big dream that you have, and it's like you will be successful in that. There's a lot of abundance that's waiting for you, but you're not going to find that in this Magician reversed 5 of Swords situation. It is not for you. It is not for you. It's time for you to be strategic, like we see with this chessboard, and to play your cards right. It's like this star. You see how she has 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on land? The star card always makes me think of the phrase, I'm rooted but I flow. I'm rooted but I flow. And again, it's like this idea of having the root chakra and the crown chakra here, which we again see with these 7 white stars being illuminated. It's like this divine energy just flowing into you, this download that you're getting, some information you're receiving, an offer of some kind, maybe an opportunity to walk away, or an opportunity to go after your deepest desires, or your whatever this big dream is here with the star. It's like you're meant to be seen, and you're meant to be valued and appreciated and supported, and you will have all of those things. It's just not in this environment that you're in now. And look at that, under Justice we have the nine of Pentacles showing up again. I'm finding it so hard to speak. Maybe you struggle with like speaking up for yourself, or not talking back in like a negative way, but just like standing up for yourself. But you're really starting to step into your power to start doing that and being like, hey, I don't deserve to be spoken to like that. I don't deserve to be talked to like that. I don't deserve to be treated like that. And that by taking this leap of faith and like leaving these situations that are no good for you, it's like karmic retribution is what I'm hearing with Justice here. It's like, don't worry, because those people are gonna get exactly what it is that they're putting out into this world, and so are you, right? Justice talks about actions and consequences. So it's like, don't worry about these other people because their karma is coming for them. But at the same time, it's like, by you taking the action of leaving this behind and declaring that you deserve better, it's like that's going to be reflected back to you, and the universe is going to deliver that to you. So don't give up hope. Don't give up hope. I can feel that this situation has been really frustrating and exhausting and really unpleasant. I feel like you've cried a lot about this and have probably lost a lot of sleep, but you're approaching this point where you're going to feel so empowered, whereas in the past you may have just felt like victimized or felt really stuck or trapped by your circumstances. And even though we have the Empress, the Ace of Cups, and the Star here, which are all very, very feminine energies, we also have the Emperor, and we have Leo energy coming through with strength. We also have the Sunstone. So it's like this very strong masculine energy of like, don't fuck with me. Like, that's literally what I'm hearing. Like, don't fuck with me. I'm not going to put up with that anymore. But there's a really strong balance here of masculine and feminine energy. And I think feminine energy is misinterpreted a lot. It's not just about being kind and being polite and being, you know, I don't know, ladylike all the time. Feminine energy can be fucking fierce too. Like, if you look at any mythology of any goddess, she has 2 sides to her. There's the loving side, the light side, and then there's the fierce wrath, right? It's like, what's that quote? Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. It's like, that's the kind of energy that's coming through. And it's like, you're gonna get your moment where where you're just like, enough's enough. Like, I fucking deserve so much more than this. And you're gonna get everything you deserve. Like, this Empress, Ace of Cups, Star energy, this is what you deserve and this is what's coming to you. It's just that it's on the other side of you standing up for yourself and walking away from this situation. And once you do, your situation will improve, like, so much. You're gonna have this newfound sense of like freedom, of belief in yourself. Your energy is gonna change completely, because you're not gonna be in this environment anymore, in this like toxic environment. It's like you'll feel more like yourself again. Okay. Let's take a look at personal and spiritual development. So we have the Queen of Cups and we have the Ace of Cups. Wow. Exactly. You know what? This is so beautiful. This is literally like you're going on a self-love journey. You're focusing on filling up your own cup. You're taking care of yourself. You're doing what's best for you. Okay, the Queen of Cups typically shows, it's the only court card that has a chalice that's closed. It has a lid on top, and it represents really nurturing the self, really making sure that you're not just giving away everything that you have and leaving yourself with nothing. Okay, that could be the situation here where you're just giving everything you have to this job or this career, or giving everything you have to this relationship, but not getting anything in return, or not getting nearly as much as you deserve or as much as you've put in back out of it. And you're really just, I'm so proud of you. This is so beautiful. You're really stepping into your power and saying, I deserve more, and I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to worship myself, I'm hearing. Okay, this is like, yes, this is about doing self-care, like taking bubble baths and treating yourself to a massage or a facial or whatever the case. But I also feel like you're going deeper. Okay, and you're doing the kind of self-care that doesn't always get talked about. Okay, the kind of self-care that looks like shadow work, that looks like addressing some issues that we've been having. Because that's where you're going to see real change happen. And I see that's what you're starting to do. You're taking care of your own needs. And you're listening to yourself more. Like, okay, I had plans to do some chores and then do some work stuff. And then I have to organize this thing. But maybe you woke up and you slept awful last night and you have a headache and you feel like very drained. Someone who really loves themselves and values themselves will say, it's more important for me to rest and take care of myself than it is to continue pushing myself to do things. Right? It's like stopping before you get to the burnout stage. About being flexible, like I said here with the octopus, of being like, even though I had plans to do all these things, it's just not going to happen today. I wasn't expecting it, but I don't feel that great, and I'm just going to postpone this to tomorrow. And in the meantime, I'm going to rest. I'm going to take care of myself. And I'm going to do everything I can to recuperate. And I'll see how I feel in the morning. And if I'm feeling good, then I will pick things back up and, continue working on my to-do list. It's like, that's what I'm seeing for you. And I'm really proud of you, because in a society now that talks about hustle culture and grinding and like needing to be productive all the time, needing to do stuff all the time, it's this like very distorted masculine energy. And yeah, it is important to do stuff and to get things done and to like have goals and be ambitious and do things like that. But let's not forget about the importance of feminine energy, of resting, of recuperating, of listening to ourselves, going with the flow. We can't be on all the time. We're not machines. And like the phases of the moon, there's times where we need to pause and reflect and let go of things. And there's times where we're more inclined to take action and the energy is right to do that. And that's what you're starting to recognize. So let's look at some advice. We have the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. Yes, I love that for you. Okay, we also have a personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. Look at that. Do you see this? The end of a tough cycle approaches. A personal issue reaches resolution. Literally, whatever you have been struggling with, whether this is a relationship, a job situation, finances, friends, location, like whatever this is being resolved for you in July, and this cycle is going to end. And I do feel like this is that it's ending because of something that you initiate, because we have all of these ones. We have the Sunstone, which, like I talked about, is masculine energy. It's related to the solar plexus chakra. And I feel like you're just going to feel really empowered to just walk away from anything that has been weighing you down. Anything that you've been struggling with is literally clearing up in July. So hang in there, okay? I can feel that this has been really hard for you, and I'm so grateful to see that that this is clearing up for you, because you really deserve it, and you deserve all of these beautiful things that we saw come out earlier. The Empress, the Ace of Cups, the Star. Okay, this is the energy you deserve, and this is the energy that's coming to you, okay? These two cards here are going to represent some self-care activities that'll be really beneficial for you in the month of July. So we have Write a Gratitude List, number 55. And we also have Energy Work, 22. Whoa, okay, this is crazy. So the previous pile also had repeating twos, but in pile number 1, 22 and 55, which we have another 5 here, those were really significant numbers. So if you felt drawn to pile 1 in any way, I would go watch it, because there could be extra messages in there for you. But like we were saying, we have the root chakra, and we also have the crown chakra here. So it's like the beginning and the end. And then here in the energy work card, we have all the chakras. So you're really being encouraged to work on the chakras, either through meditation. You can listen to a guided meditation. You could listen to singing bowls, tuning forks. You can place crystals that correspond to each of the chakras on those placements, and do a meditation laying down like that. That's one way that I really like to realign and rebalance my chakras, is I'll put a crystal on each chakra and lay down for a bit and just listen to like a meditation. So you could do something like that. But I really think this is just about finding a way to clear away and release any of this energy that's just not serving you anymore. And a really great way to elevate your vibration is to write a gratitude list or express gratitude, okay? So whether this is in written form, or you say it in your head, or you say it to yourself in the mirror, express gratitude for... Whoa, the light is flickering. I don't know if I feel like the camera picked it up. I don't remember what I was saying. But so, for example, something that I like to do is, as soon as I wake up, I express gratitude for having a new day. I express gratitude for all the opportunities and blessings that today brings to me. I set intentions to have a great day and to maintain a positive attitude and mindset. And I make a conscious decision every single day when I wake up to have a good day, no matter what else is going on. And at the end of the day, when I get into bed, I go from the start of the day to the end of the day, and I express gratitude for like everything. The big things, the little things, anything that I enjoyed. You know, little things like, I'm grateful for having the windows open today and having fresh air in the house. Or I'm grateful for making a really delicious smoothie that I enjoyed. Or I'm grateful for getting to see my friend today and hanging out for a bit. It really, really helps to raise your vibration and bring you into this energetic state where you can attract more of that feel good energy. Okay? So let's take a look at these final cards. These are going to represent any other blessings, challenges, or things that you need to know about the month of July. So we have the month of February coming out. We have Nest, an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. We have Weeping Willow, family sorrow. We have Older Woman, dealings or relationship with an older woman. We have Bat, take care, enemies are working against you. We have Inkpot, problems to be resolved. And then we have Pale, time to get out of a situation. Yeah, this is really interesting. If you have a loved one who's passed to the other side, who's older or more mature, this could be like a mother, a grandmother, an aunt, even a friend. But I'm feeling more it's like an ancestor. I feel like they've been trying to give you signs or trying to communicate to you about this situation. Maybe they were born in February or they passed in February or something like that. And I do feel like it is a woman. I typically like to say with the gender that it doesn't have to be a biological woman. It could be someone that has strong feminine energy, but I do feel like in this case it is actually a woman. I feel like she's been trying to communicate with you, trying to give you messages about whatever, the situation that you've been in. And yeah, because this Bat card, like, this is really making me come back to this Magician in reverse 5 of Swords situation. But as well, I do want to say, like, you're so protected, like we talked about here. So this ancestor is also working really close with you and protecting you and trying to help you out in this situation. I would also say if you're comfortable doing so, that you can ask for your guides or for this ancestor to help clear and balance out your energy. But I do feel like there's someone who's crossed over to the other side who has been trying to warn you about this situation or trying to get your attention about it, and they're trying to help you out. And maybe, like I said, you've been distracted or kind of caught up and maybe haven't been like in a state of mind or in the kind of energy where you can receive information clearly. But that's everything that I'm seeing for you, pile 3. Let me know in the comments how this resonated for you. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed watching, and hit the post notification bell so you never miss out on when I upload a video. I love you so, so much. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys. Hey, pile 4, if you chose the Black Moonstone, this is going to be a reading all about what to expect in the month of July 2022. So first we're going to take a look at these oracle cards, which are going to represent the overall energy and the main themes for you for the month of July. And then using the tarot, we're going to take a look at different life areas like love, career and finances, and personal and spiritual development. Then we're going to grab some advice for you and close the reading off with some final messages. So let's see what the main energies are for you. We have the throat chakra, number 5. The frequency of the throat chakra, the blue flower of life, supports our self-expression and our sense of peace and balance. We have the stingray. We have blessings. We have go the distance, number 47. And then you actually got 2 of these cards. We have Lead Your Metamorphosis, number 53. And we have The Edge of Evolution Feels Messy, number 40. Okay. Okay, pile 4. What I see for you in the month of July is really having the courage to see something through, even if you feel inexperienced or even if you feel afraid, not knowing what the outcome is going to be. I see you being very true to yourself and seeing something through. And not only is that such an amazing thing in and of itself, but it gets even more beautiful because after you cross that finish line, there's going to be so many blessings coming into your life. It's like when you cross that finish line, you're going to look back and you're going to realize just how much you've changed and grown and evolved over the course of this journey. And you're going to realize, like, even when things feel messy, even when they feel confusing, even if you don't fully know like how it's going to work out, it's like you have this newfound trust within yourself and you're realizing that you're actually a lot tougher than you think. I see someone who's really balanced here with the stingray. As you can see, all of the chakras are being illuminated here, with a highlight on the throat chakra, and I would say as well the heart chakra with all of these pinks and greens. And of course we do have the black moonstone, which is related to the root chakra as well. Black moonstone is actually very good for new beginnings. It's amazing for grounding. It's very gentle in comparison to some other grounding crystals. And I also believe black moonstone is good for new moms or new parents. So that may be relevant for someone. But oh, I'm hearing that High School Musical song, Stick to the Status Quo. And it's like, you're not doing that anymore. It's like you're staying true to who you are. You're being your most authentic self and you're going after these dreams that you had, going after these goals that you have. You're taking steps to really change your life, to really turn things around, to do something different this time, to do what feels impossible. And it's like, I feel like you're really pushing yourself, and because of that, all these actions that you've taken and sticking true to yourself and having this belief in yourself and in the universe, there's a lot of blessings coming in, like literally flowing into you. There's this like kind of like gentle waterfall that's happening in the background of this blessings card. So it's just like, I feel like you're going to enter the state of flow, but I also feel like these blessings are just going to come trickling into your life. This Edge of Evolution Feels Messy card, it makes me think about when you're renovating a house. So it's like, you know, you knock everything down, you take down all the walls, and you're just left with like the wooden frame of everything. And everything looks like a disaster, and there's like wires everywhere and like dust everywhere, and there's people coming in and out, you know, building stuff, wrecking stuff. And you kind of get to a point where it's like, oh my God, what have I done? Like, what have I started? I have no idea what's going on. Is this ever gonna end? Like, this feels really overwhelming. I don't know what I've gotten myself into. And it's like, it always gets worse before it gets better, right? It's like, that's kind of what I'm seeing, where it's like, change can feel really messy. It can feel really chaotic. There's a lot of moving parts happening. And then after a certain point, it's like something just clicks and everything finds its place and everything starts to move more harmoniously and just falls into place and like kind of calms down. And that's what I see happening for you. And with this Lead Your Metamorphosis card, we have the butterfly here, and the number 53 reduces to an 8, which is which does talk about cycles, but it's also taking me to the 8th house, which talks about rebirth, death, transformation. And I feel like this has been happening on a really deep level, and now it's like your outer world is starting to catch up to that. If you've been taking actions and doing things a bit differently, I see it starting to reflect in your outer world, because it's like now it's like you're speaking your truth, you're emanating like very authentic vibes, and as a result, like the universe is responding to that, and it's going to send you a lot of blessings that are really aligned with you, that are going to bring you so much joy. Let's just grab the tarot and start finding out what this is about. So we're going to take a look at love first. We have the Empress. That is beautiful. And we also have the 10 of Cups. Oh my God. The Empress and the 10 of Cups. Wow, okay, so some of you really could be starting a family, like I said. And maybe that's been a really big change for you, especially if this is your first child. It could feel like this whole journey, and it's like maybe you're close to being due. But if not, July is a very happy, abundant time for you when it comes to love. Like the 10 of Cups is like the dream come true card. This is about emotional fulfillment, satisfaction on like a very deep level. This is not just like instant gratification and then like, you know, an hour later you're bored again. No. This is like deep fulfillment. Feeling so rich in love and connection and sharing that joy with people. And again, we were talking about cycles here, and the Empress does talk about cycles as well. She is Mother Gaia after all, so she rules over the 4 seasons. She rules over the phases of the moon and things like that. You're entering a period in July where you're going to be reaping what you've sown. It's like the harvest is coming. That's what I'm hearing. The harvest is coming. So let's see. I have a tarot deck here. We are going to pull some extra cards and get more clarity depending on what your relationship status is. So we'll start off by taking a look at those of you who are single, and then we will pull cards for those of you who are in a relationship. So Spirit, please, for pile number 4 viewers that are single, what is happening when it comes to love in the month of July 2022, please? What is happening in love in the month of July for pile 4 viewers that are single, please? Okay, so we have the Ace of Wands. Love that. Okay, let's see. Let's get another card. Can we get one more card, please, Spirit? Pile 4. Oh, look at that. We just had the 6 of Wands pop right out. Beautiful. Oh my God, look at this, you guys. We have the Empress on the back. Holy shit. So, look, for those of you who are single, I see you meeting someone really special in July with the Ace of Wands here. This is like, there's this instant spark, this instant connection. You guys are going to have a lot of chemistry. You're going to be really excited and passionate about each other, and I feel that you'll both feel like you were divinely led to each other. And I see this relationship being very successful with the 6 of Wands here. And the fact that we have the Empress coming out twice in the 10 of Cups, this is pretty wild. This is just really exciting. Like, this person could end up being someone that you end up having a family with. But you and this person, it's like you really see each other. like you see each other on a deep level. It's like you don't see each other with physical eyes. It's like you see each other with your third eye. It's like you just see each other's souls. That's what I'm feeling here. And this person's going to be really supportive of you. They're going to be like a cheerleader for you, really encouraging you, especially if you feel down or if you feel doubtful about something. You could have similar missions or feel called to do similar things in life. Like with this Ace of Wands here, this is like that divine spark. But this is definitely a very, very loving and nurturing connection here with the Empress as well. Very expansive. I think you'll do a lot together, like accomplish a lot together. And I like, it's not just contained to your relationship. It's like, I just feel like the two of you, there's something about the two of you being together that just like it affects more than just this bubble that is the two of you. What else, Spirit? Is there anything else that pile 4 viewers who are single need to know about love in July, or about this connection, about this person, please? We have the Hermit. Yeah, this is definitely a spiritual connection with the Hermit. It's like, it's almost like, oh my God, yeah, and I just said it feels like very divinely guided that you're brought together. It's like almost like your souls have been searching for each other. So you could, if you believe in like soulmates or twin flames or like soul tribes and things like that, whatever the label, doesn't, not that it doesn't matter, but it's not, it's up to you to decide that label. I'm just giving you the options of what it could be. But if any of those resonate for you, I feel like that's what this connection is. And we have the Magician underneath. Yeah, I feel like it's like you guys were meant to find each other. You were meant to be brought into each other's lives. Wow. Is there anything else? Is there anything else, Spirit? Pile 4 singles need to know about this connection, about love in the month of July, please. Anything else? 10 of Swords. So maybe you or this person has gone through a breakup recently, or just, okay, I see. So you, one or both of you, could be ending this really difficult phase of your life, and it's like, this was the catalyst. This 10 of Swords was the catalyst for whatever this change you started evoking in your life. And that's something that you both have in common. It's like there was this turning point, this tipping point, this final straw that was like, that's it. Like something's got to give, something's got to change. Like I'm not going to wait around anymore. I'm going to start taking action. I'm going to start doing things different. I'm going to start living different. I'm going to start expressing what really matters to me. And it's because of this authenticity and being true to yourself that you're able to attract someone who's really on your level, who really vibes with you, and who's about the same things as you are. Oh, look at this. We even, I don't know if you could see, but in the background here, there's a little waterfall in the Empress card. It's like things, it's just gonna flow to you. It's just gonna flow to you. So now let's find out for those of you who are in a relationship. Oh my gosh, that was terrible. Let's try that again. There we go. Okay, let's give this another little shuffle. Okay. So, Spirit, please, for pile 4 viewers that are in a relationship, what is going on in love in the month of July, please? For pile 4 viewers that are in a relationship, what is going on in love in the month of July, please? I'm hearing You Can't Stop the Beat from Hairspray. Ooh, okay, so we have the Seven of Pentacles. And let's grab another card for you. Okay, thank you. We also have the Eight of Wands, yeah, okay. And the Page of Swords on the back of the deck. So, Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, it's like something that you felt was stuck or stagnant or like not making a lot of progress is making a lot of progress. And you're gonna start to see that. It's almost like, okay, they're giving me a pregnancy example. So this doesn't necessarily have to be your situation. Like it could be because it keeps being brought up. But this is an example. So it's almost like finding out you're pregnant, but you know, you don't see the baby bump right away. It's like it takes time for it to show up. And it's like, you know, just because you can't see the baby bump doesn't mean that the baby's not there. Like it's growing, it's developing, it's there. We just can't see the bump yet. And then all of a sudden it feels like now the bump is super obvious, and then it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And then it's like that's kind of like what they're showing me, where you may feel like something hasn't been moving, but it actually has been moving behind the scenes. It's just it's been moving energetically. It just hasn't caught up to the physical yet. But I see that starting to change for you in July. With the Page of Swords here, you could be expecting some kind of news or some kind of communication, because the Eight of Wands also does talk about receiving news. And whatever this is, I see this being good news. So if you're waiting on an application, if you're waiting to, I don't know, maybe you're like getting married and you're finding out that you get the venue that you want on the day that you want it, or maybe you've applied to purchase a home or to rent a new space so that you can live together. And so maybe you'll be finding out about that. But you're receiving some kind of news here, something that you've been waiting on, and something that will really positively impact your relationship. Spirit, what else can you tell us about this for my pile fours in a relationship, in love in July? What's going on here? The Two of Wands, something that you've been planning, something that you've been working on. This isn't a surprise, okay? It's like you're expecting this, you've been working on this, you've been planning it. This could be a trip for some of you, or like a honeymoon, or some of you, if you are going on a trip, you might be proposed to. Oh yeah, look at that. We have the World underneath. Yeah, you could be traveling somewhere. You could be, yeah, traveling with your partner somewhere. If you've been wanting to go on a trip together. Is there anything else? Anything else, Spirit, that my pile fours in a relationship need to know about love in the month of July, please? The Tower. Okay, so it'll be... So when I said that it's not a surprise, I meant it in the sense of like, you know what this news is. This isn't just like, gosh, I don't know. Like it's not a situation, for example, where it's like your partner calls you and it's like, I just decided to buy a lottery ticket at lunch and we won the lottery. Okay, this is something like we sent in an application and we're waiting to hear back. So it's like I'm expecting that, and I know that that's what this is about, but I feel like the timing is gonna come out of nowhere. It's like the timing of it you're not expecting. You're expecting the news, but you're not expecting when it actually happens. I think it's gonna catch you off guard. Because maybe you've been waiting for a really long time, and then it's like it finally happens and you're like, oh my god, wait, it's actually happening? Like we actually found out? That's the vibe that this is giving me. Yeah. Okay. But I do want to emphasize, it's like, it's very good news that's coming in. So whatever you've been waiting on is coming for you, right? We have blessings here. So let's see what's going on in career and finances for you in July. So we have, wow, look at that. We have the Tower again. And we have the World. Wow. So really big shifts and changes happening when it comes to career and finances. We're definitely pulling more cards about this. But having the Tower and the World is very significant. It's feeling like positive change, but let's grab cards. This is feeling like, I mean, shit, I don't know. Maybe somebody is winning the lottery here. I have no idea. Or you could just be, I'm hearing, whoa, I was literally just gonna say, I'm hearing early retirement. And then these two cards, the Five of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune, kind of flipped over while I was shuffling. Damn. Okay, Spirit, please. Pile 4. What is going on here with Pile 4's career and finances in the month of July? Why is the Tower in the World here when it comes to Pile 4's career and finances in July, please? Because the World talks about closing out a major chapter. Yeah, we have the Three of Wands. So it's like closing out a major chapter, exploring new territory, stepping out of your comfort zone, and again, traveling. We have the Ten of Swords coming out as well. Let's see, is there anything else? This could even be like let's say you go on a trip and then you kind of realize like, you know, I don't want my office job anymore. I want to find a way to work remotely or work at a type of job where I can travel and move around freely. I don't want to be tied down anymore. Okay, we have the Two of Wands coming out again. Yeah, it's like on the back we have the Knight of Wands. It's like, yeah, it's like there's this, you're making this plan, trying to figure out this plan on how to move forward. So this could be because you're acting in accordance with what really resonates with you and you're wanting to be more authentic and live your life in a more authentic way. So it's like, okay, maybe I'm realizing that like what I do for work or what I do for my job isn't what actually makes me happy. Like maybe I need to go out into the world and like explore that more. Maybe I need to try new things. Maybe I need to start doing what I'm really passionate about and move in that direction, because where I'm at now makes me feel really stuck, unmotivated, uninspired, drained. Maybe it even feels like a betrayal to yourself, knowing that you're putting in time and energy and effort into something that isn't really giving back a lot to you. You know what this feels like with the World and the Two and Three of Wands and the Ten of Swords? This feels like someone who's graduated from university, and it's kind of like, okay, I got my degree. I don't yet have my job. Like, you know, that's not sorted yet. But it's like having this feeling of freedom of like the world is my oyster and I have all of these options and like there's so many things that I could do here and I don't want to be tied down or limited in any way. Like I really want to explore my options and like and see where I can take things. Yeah, we have the High Priestess. It's like you're really starting to listen to your intuition, listening to those deeper feelings that you have, and learning to decipher what they mean. And to, it's like learning to understand where you're being called to go. So you may leave a job situation or have a new opportunity suddenly appear to you, like an opportunity to do something you've never done before, and you may feel really called to do that, to like step outside of your comfort zone and try this new thing. Is there anything else Pile 4 needs to know about their career and finances in July, Spirit? Is there anything else, please? 10 of Wands. Yeah, let go what hasn't been working. You don't need to... Okay. You don't need to see something through if it's making you unhappy. If you genuinely feel unhappy, or you feel drained, or you know that this isn't fulfilling, you don't need to continue on just to say that you finished. It's okay to change your mind. So going back to the school example, like maybe you went to school to be a doctor because that's what your parents really wanted for you. And maybe you thought that that's what you wanted too, but maybe you're realizing like, you know, I don't think I want to be a doctor. Like maybe I want to be an architect instead. Like it's okay to change your mind. It's okay to not finish something. There's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't make you a failure, okay? It's actually quite brave to change your mind and decide that, you know what, I'm actually going to pursue something, or I'm actually going to go for something that I feel deeply about, that I'm passionate about. Like I don't want to do something just to do it and then, you know, feel burdened or feel pressure to like keep up with that. Yeah, like feeling tied down, feeling restrained, feeling limited, feeling like you can't do something. I see you really breaking free from that. Really breaking free from that. Okay. And also with the devil appearing, oh, I just saw 3333 on the timer. So you may be seeing a lot of repeating threes. We also did have the Empress coming out twice. So very, very expansive time for you. A lot of growth and evolution here. And so as a result, I also feel like your career and your finances will grow and expand as well. But it may not appear that way at first. You know, whenever we start something new, we don't always immediately see results. But they're saying, if you're doing something that you're passionate about and you're curious about it and you're inspired and you feel called to go in that direction, if you see it through, you will see the blessings and you will receive the blessings that you deserve and that are waiting for you at the end, okay? So let's take a look at your personal and spiritual development. We have the Four of Cups. And we have the Ten of Cups again. Yeah, you're really taking the time out to reflect and contemplate on what makes you happy and figure out how you can incorporate more of that into your life. How can you bring more joy into your life? Like, how can you bring that energy into everything that you do? What dreams of yours can you start bringing to life? It doesn't have to stay a dream. It could be a reality for you if you start taking the actions towards it. And I think you're going to be starting to see dreams or desires, not something that's out of reach or unattainable, but something that you can actually accomplish and have. Like, there's nothing that you can't have as long as you believe in yourself and take action towards it and trust that the universe is going to deliver on your blessings. I think in July, you're also really going to be focusing on your emotional state in general, your emotional health, working on your emotional stability as well, like things that really, like I said, like bring you joy and ground you. And having these kinds of conversations with yourself where it's like, okay, like what stuff did I love doing when I was a kid? Okay, you know, like why did I stop doing those things? How can I start incorporating some of that into my life again? You know, whether it's just little hobbies or taking time out to do something fun, taking time out to play, or even incorporating some things into your career. Like, how can I do what I love and make money from it while being true to myself? It's possible. There's lots of people out there living that kind of life, and that's an option that's available to us all. And you're starting to see that and recognizing that. I really love this for you. This is so great. Okay. Let's take a look at some advice for you now. We have, be bold and make the first move, Cardinal Moon. Exactly. Oh my God. Okay. We also have the answers you need are coming, full moon in Gemini. I say, like for those of you that are in a relationship, that news is coming, like the answers you need are coming. If you're not in a relationship, this could literally be gaining clarity on a situation, maybe gaining clarity on what would bring you more happiness, what would bring you more fulfillment, maybe a different career or a different way of doing things, even a lifestyle change. This could be so many different things, but whatever it is, you're really being encouraged to take action, take initiative, to be bold, to go the distance if it's something that you genuinely feel like brings you joy and fulfillment. It's going to be up to you to get the ball rolling and to start taking action so that your blessings can come in for you. Interesting. This is making me think. So the cardinal signs are Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. And so we have the new moon in Cancer happening June 29. So there could be something significant happening near the end of June or beginning of July. Because we do have the cardinal moon here. That's interesting. But you're really being encouraged to get in the driver's seat and steer this ship in the direction that you want to go in the direction of your happiness. And that sometimes we need to start taking actions before we have all of the answers, which can feel scary, but that's where trust and faith come in, and knowing that you're being divinely guided and divinely protected. And you know, there's no right or wrong choice. There's just actions and consequences. And like I said before, it's okay to change your mind. It's okay to try new things. Trying things out is the only way we know for sure if something's going to work for us or not, right? So it's like, I almost feel like this might be an experimental phase of your life where you're maybe trying a bunch of different things and just seeing what works for you and seeing what resonates and feels authentic to you. Now let's take a look at some self-care advice for you. So these two cards are going to represent some self-care activities that will really benefit you in the month of July. So we have aromatherapy, again, a number 3. And we also have beauty ritual, number 5. Okay. Yeah, with beauty ritual, it's almost like again, that idea of having fun, that idea of feeling good, of like, I don't know if you ever did this when you were a kid, but like getting together with your friends and like painting your nails together, or like playing with each other's hair, or playing dress up, or just like doing something silly, having fun, you know, having like a little spa day with your friends. Maybe doing pedicures at home, or putting on a face mask or a facial and watching a movie or something. Just like really pamper yourself and have fun is what I'm getting with beauty ritual. I'm really getting to like play and have fun. Just like, yeah, experimenting maybe with different colors or trying something new. Because this card is just so bright and colorful and like playful. And with aromatherapy, this is interesting. So you may have a diffuser. If you do, maybe you can experiment with different types of scents. But even if you don't have a diffuser, this can even be like, you could use scented candles, or even just having like plants or flowers around. Like you can have fresh lavender in your room to keep you calm and so you can sleep well at night. Or maybe you cut up some lemons and oranges and, you know, keep a bowl of that sitting around to really energize you and really freshen up your mood, freshen up your energy. Something about aromatherapy and playing off of scents to influence the kind of mood or energy that you're trying to embody is something that you could look into as well. Okay, we're going to take a look at our last oracle cards now. These are going to represent any blessings, challenges, or just anything else that you need to know about the month of July. So we have, look at that, we have butterfly, a change for the better. So butterflies are a significant sign for you that you'll be seeing in July. Okay, we also have the month of October. We have clouds, temporary problems. Firecracker, excitement. Vine, seek out information that will help you. Candle, you will be shown the way. And we have well, family wishes come true. Oh my goodness. So some of you could really be expanding your family. And this temporary problems and excitement card is kind of making me think of the Tower, where it's like maybe not being able to see the situation clearly, or there's like some unknown factors, and then all of a sudden it's just like information or a download or something happens and you have this like clarity, right? You will be shown the way. You will be shown and given information, given news that is going to help you to go in the direction that you want in. Okay, and there's something about the month of October that's really significant here. So it could be that something that you start in the month of July, that in October is when you start to really see these blessings, these results coming in for you. But just remember that when things are feeling difficult, that everything is temporary and change, positive change is coming for you. You're going to be given the information that you need and you're going to be shown the way. And there's a lot of exciting blessings and surprises that are coming in for you. So this is everything that I'm seeing for you, pile 4. Let me know in the comments how this resonated for you. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed watching, and hit the post notification bell so you never miss out on when I upload a video. I love you so much. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!